Hello, and welcome to the 7.2 New Features Highlight presentation. In this presentation, we will showcase several new features and updates for the RTA version 7.2.4, including a new custom crystal reports viewer option, new master record import utilities, and an average time by VRMS class code update utility. We have also added several new SQL-based reports, including a PM compliance report and a vehicle replacement report based on the American Public Works Association standards. Many of the features in this release utilize capabilities only available on a modern SQL Server platform. Clients who have purchased a SQL Server version of the RTA will be able to get the full benefit of this release. If you are currently utilizing our Vision platform and would like to use all of the features in this video, please reach out to us today to discuss opportunities for you to keep your fleet moving forward. First up, the Custom Crystal Reports Viewer. This is a simple yet powerful reporting solution. It will be a standard option, but it will only work if you have the SQL data backend. Simply installing the standard files from the client folder to your local machines will install the Crystal Reports engine. Then take any completed RTA-specific custom crystal report, copy that report file into a Level 1 global folder or a Level 2 user folder, and voila, that's it. Now from inside the RTA program, you can go to a Crystal Reports menu option and you will see the contents of the report folders listed. From this list, you can then select and run the individual reports. It utilizes our embedded Crystal Reports engine, so it is no longer necessary to purchase a developer's copy of the Crystal Reports program to access your custom reports. This makes it much easier to deploy read-only custom reports to your end users and take advantage of the speed offered by Crystal Reporting without incurring additional expenses. Next, the new master record import utilities. This feature will work in both Vision and SQL versions of the RTA. The new import utilities feature allows you to import master information from a text file into the RTA program for vehicles, parts, vendors, departments, customers, and equipment. You can simply export out all the available header names for the files you wish to import. Those headers become your RTA data tags. From there, you can compile your master record data in a spreadsheet file and copy over the appropriate data tags you wish to import. Save it as a text file using any one of the popular delimiters like tab, comma, or space. The nice thing is the data does not have to be in any specific order, and fields can be omitted from the file if they are not needed. Once you have your file ready to import, you have three options within the import program. These options are 1. Previewing the data. You can make sure your data will line up properly ahead of time. The second option is to do a test import. This runs through your whole file and produces an error report so you can identify any issues pulling the data before doing it officially. The third option is the run import. This actually runs the import and updates the RTA data. Finally, you have the option of adding a brand new master record into the RTA software or simply update an existing record as long as the record number matches from the file. The third enhancement is the VRMS average time by class update utility. If you would like to track productivity, this utility takes your historical labor data based on VRMS codes and the vehicle class codes and quickly creates estimated times in the VRMS file to be used in future work orders. This feature also works in both Vision and the SQL versions of the RTA software. For the utility to work effectively, you will need to have vehicle class codes set up in the RTA, and you will need to be using detailed VRMS job codes consistently in your work orders. This utility reads in all the vehicle history records for a user-defined range of class codes, VRMS codes, and date range. It then compiles the average labor time recorded historically for each VRMS code by vehicle class. Then simply select what time categories you wish to update, whether it be the check, repair, and/or replace hours, and whether you want to add time or subtract time from those categories by a percentage. Once you run this utility, it will create a new record and/or update an existing record in the VRMS code class link area of the software, using the historical data you have selected. For one of the updated job codes, here's what the class code link file looked like before running the utility, versus the same file after running the utility. Now you will have new time standards to pull from by VRMS code and class of vehicle when doing your work orders to compare your actual posted time against the estimated time.
And finally, 2 new SQL-based reports, the PM Compliance Report and the Vehicle Replacement Report. These 2 reports are for SQL system only. The first report is the PM Compliance Report. This allows users to see what PMs were completed before, within, or after an acceptable range. To do this, a new data table was created to store this history information. This is done so that historical data can be kept track of even when a PM interval may change. The information is populated whenever a work order line that is flagged as a PM is closed. At the time of closing, it will populate the amount of time and units past due or early, take the meter on the work order, and the posting date at the time of the job closing. The acceptable range is defined before running the report, allowing users to play with what-if scenarios. For example, if a PM was completed 300 miles after it was due, and if your acceptable zone was 300 miles before to 300 miles after, it would be counted as done on time. If your acceptable zone was 150 miles before to 150 miles after, it would be counted as done late. The report can then be run by vehicle or department and show only PMs who passed or failed the acceptable zone, determined by the meter and date parameter, or can be run to show all regardless of the status. This is very helpful to see if you are consistently performing PMs too early, too late, or right on time. The report displays units, days past due or early, if it was done on time for each meter type, when it was posted for the meter type, and when it was due for the meter type. The report also displays totals, grand totals, and a chart with the percentage of the PMs that were done on time, late or early, according to the interval you choose to run. The second report is a brand new vehicle replacement scoring report and is based off the American Public Works Association 5-category system of 1. Projected age, 2. Condition, 3. Projected mileage, 4. Maintenance cost compared to purchase price of the vehicle, and 5. Service count per year, either by line or work order count. This report is controlled by the new Vehicle Replacement Scoring tab in the Vehicle Class file and a new condition field that has been added to the Vehicle File General tab. A new VRMS code checkbox has also been added that, when applied, will prompt the mechanic on work order line closed to update the vehicle condition. There are 5 conditions to choose from, with 1 being the best condition and 5 being the worst. The categories are 1. No visual damage, 2. Minor imperfections, 3. Noticeable imperfections, 4. Accident damage, and 5. Inoperative or unsafe. When you run the Vehicle Replacement Scoring Report, you are prompted to choose a facility or region, and you can choose to run the report by department, class, or by vehicle. The report is presented in an easy-to-read, color-coded report showing the vehicles that are in excellent and good condition and the vehicles that need to be considered or needs to be replaced, all with a couple of clicks from your mouse. We hope the new features in the 7.2.4 version will continue to help you in your day-to-day processes and maintaining your fleet. Thank you for watching.